Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Sugar and Spice _ makeup. I'm Chip.
And it's Delaney.
And today we are so stoked. We are bringing you guys another drugstore bingo. Whoop, whoop. And the winner for this video is... Maybelline.
Yes!
The anticipation.
Wow.
So I was excited, but then like when I went in store, I was really like underwhelmed. I was like, oh.
Even buying online was...
It's not as much. We both got some stuff and we're basically going to do a first impression, try on these new items, and give you guys our thoughts. As we use them, we'll let you know what we got. You ready?
I'm ready.
Breath in. So the first thing I got are some brow pomade stuff, which I'm really hoping works. But this is in the shade 380 Deep Brown. And it came with a brush, so that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
You're gonna use that brush?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the brush. I wanna see what it is.
It's so short.
Yes, and it's really like flimsy on this side, so we'll see.
That's just going to slide. You have wavy brows again. It's time to bring wavy brows back. I already prepped my face with the e.l.f. hydration oil that you saw a couple videos back when we did e.l.f. bingo, so I'm just gonna go in with the foundation that I picked up. This is the up to 24-hour foundation, and this is in the shade Fair Porcelain or 102. So you just take the little lid off of there, and it has a little pump.
Okay, I'm prepping my face with the Too Faced Hangover Primer.
We're bringing this back. Don't use too much this time.
I know.
I just want you to know that I fucked you up in that video. I zoomed right in on that face. So I had picked up a blending sponge. This is for blending.
Look how small that is.
It didn't even expand when I wet it. They say this is for foundation. For a child's face, look at the size comparison. This is my nose. So I'm going to just focus on blending my concealer out with this. And I'm going to be using my normal face sponge for that. I'm back on my Morphe bullshit. My e.l.f. one was too dirty. So.
Oh no. This color is not okay. Oh no. This was the darkest shade they had. Yeah. Yeah, that looks really like ashy on my skin.
It's okay, it's for the video. You'll be alright. You'll be alright. We got a brown in here if you want to darken that up.
Yeah, I might have to. This actually, I like the brush actually. Like it's not bad, but the actual pomade though.
That's definitely really great on you.
Yeah.
Which I would prefer. Not the deep brown, obviously, but a blonde version of that. I like to have grayer tones in
your brows.
Yeah, my brows. So this is supposed to be, let me look on the packaging, I believe full coverage foundation up to 24-hour wear. Seamless matte finish. Seamlessness. Breathable and comfortable. Fade and transfer resistant. Oil free.
Transfer resistant?
Dermatologist tested.
Transfer resistant?
And then it goes into French.
You don't know French?
Parlez-vous français?
Ooh.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Un, deux, trois. That's it.
Croissant.
Oh, true. Forgot about
That's all I got.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant.
Okay, I'm not too mad about the coverage so far. It looks great for y'all. It's kind of on par with, I guess, the e.l.f.
Oh, you didn't. Yeah, the e.l.f. you weren't so pleased about.
No, I wasn't. Which was disappointing because who doesn't love a $3 foundation?
Right.
I would probably mix this in with something else.
Okay, we're gonna carve out our brows using the holy grail of holy grails, our NARS concealer.
For this being a matte foundation, it's pretty wet. But I'm not hating the finish of it. It doesn't feel like super drying, which a matte foundation can feel like. I don't know, my skin has just been really nasty lately, so who knows how it would perform on a normal day. So I didn't pick up a concealer, but I am going to use an older drugstore concealer. This is from our L'Oreal one. This is the Magic Lumi. It's a highlighter technically, but it was pretty fine as a concealer, so. This is like the hardest rock I have ever put on my face.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like it's...
It became...
She's hitting her face.
It became harder putting water in it. What trash is this? Weird Aladdin-shaped tower. It's just stabbing me. Why is that so hard?
Does you think it needs to sit in the water more?
Trash. No, it doesn't. Disappointed. Cream contour. It's from the Wet n Wild edition. This was the contour stick dual ended. We can only use that.
Okay. Eyes primed with the true Urban Decay.
So I'm gonna take the other end of that stick and just kind of cover up any last little parts that I am upset with.
The palette of choice. Delaney picked up the Soda Pop palette, and it looks super cute. I really do like the packaging, the colors, like it's really cute. So we're just gonna share it. So we'll create 2 looks with 1 palette.
Sound like anything we do at all.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm taking root beer on a Sigma E40 brush, and I'm just applying that to my outer corner, really blending it out. I kind of want to have it very smoky.
Just diffusing that cream shade with my Morphe M333. Okay, so creams are all done. It's now to move on to powders. So I did pick up a setting powder. This is the Master Fix Loose Perfecting Powder and Setting. It mattifies, blurs, smooths.
I'm actually really liking this root beer shade. Now I really want those other shades to really pop, so I'm just going to cut my crease with the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Drug Lord. I really need to go pick up a full size of this because I love it doing cut creases.
Are you excited for his summer release?
I need to put money aside.
How did you feel about glosses?
Nope.
Talk about that.
Nope. Nope. I don't know. I was really underwhelmed. Like, the shades just didn't speak to me, so I will not be picking up gloss.
I thought that for someone who doesn't wear gloss really, I know what glosses are supposed to be like, very translucent, a little bit of color, pigment. I thought that the shade range was good for a gloss release. I thought that he had some really deep tones that you don't see. Like,
yeah, like
there
that
was
black
one. Yeah, that black
yeah.
one. Oh, that'd probably be the only one I'd pick up, to be honest. But I'm just not a gloss girl.
Like, I'm trying to be glossy this summer. This summer, and I don't know, I looked at them and I was like, I just don't, there's something about it that I just wasn't like drawn to, so but he does really good releases. I just think this one was just not my cup of tea, but
Not a product that you use.
yeah, but definitely I'm waiting for this summer. What do you say, like 2 palettes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got powder contour. Just jumping into my go-to Lunatic Lab Cosmetics. I'm just going to dip into, honestly, the gray tones. This is going to be a purpley look. We don't want to be too brown. Yeah, he said 2 palettes, and I'm like, are they both going to be 2 full-size palettes, or are they going to be like a half? Yeah.
I hope they're full size.
I know that he does lip minis, and that's fine, because they're sets. He doesn't sell the minis by themselves.
Right.
And I'm afraid
that you're gonna get
the palette is going to be small and it's gonna be a set.
Then you just have to get off.
Like, you're gonna have to get both so you can enjoy both, and it's gonna be the, you know, together 1 full-size palette at a higher price because they're separate.
Okay, so the crease has been cut. I am going to dip into crushing.
You said that you had gotten a rose gold liner, right?
You're gonna dip into cherry cola. I totally forgot that I did.
Well, I think that cherry on top may look good underneath that.
Underneath the thing.
So it'll help it pop.
So we're gonna dip into cherry on top and just place that right beside root beer.
I did pick up a blush. This is the Dream It Bouncy blush, and so it is a really deep shade, but it's sheer, like a pearl in it. And this is in the shade Plum Wine. And of course, for me, I'm just going to barely dip into that. But I needed a deeper blush, and I was like, this is the opportunity that I have been presented. Not as pigmented as I thought it would be.
So you're going back in?
Yeah.
Do you think it's an overspray?
No. I definitely think it's in there. I just may have probably knocked too much product off my brush, to be honest. I wanted to go in light-handed. Yeah. But it's definitely buildable. And this would be a beautiful shade on you, but you already bought a blush, so.
Yeah, and a berry tone blush with that.
I know. We're going to be very, very brown today. Except them brows, they're going to be gray. Those are like winter brows.
I just can't. It's like they're so ashy. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with tonic and just apply that on right beside the berry shade.
We're going to skip over to brows. I didn't pick up any brow products, so I'm just gonna go my normal.
What is this shade? Tonic under or on top of the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick is disappearing. You can't see it.
That's a shame. Why don't you try Soda Fizz? That's the only other.
I'm gonna have to top it with another color. Yeah, because now it just looks like it's white, a shimmer white. Okay, so yeah, let's go in with Cherry Cola. Very lightly place that on top of tonic.
I remember when this palette came out, and I was actually like really excited about it for like drugstore realm, because it's got a quad of purple in it and an orange. Like no one in drugstore was really doing it then, unless it was like an all color palette. This one was still mostly neutrals and browns, and so I almost picked it up, and then I was like, I don't need that. And I was actually really surprised that it was still available for purchase. I thought it was limited edition, so here we are.
Okay, so I'm going in with the next item that I picked up, the Voluminous Lash Paradise Liquid Eyeliner. And this is in the shade Rose Gold. And this was like on its own little stand away from the wall of products. So I was like, oh, is this new? And as Delaney said, it is a silicone applicator, so
I'm just dipping in. I first did my Brow Gal Insta Brow Tint, and now I'm going to go in my ABH Dip Brow Pomade in Taupe. I know where you guys are sitting there watching this, you're just thinking about all the questions you want to ask us, so go ahead and put them down in the comment section, because we want to do a live Q&A in the month of June, and we're basicday here as of today. Today is the
June 1st. Bye-bye. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with my mascara, which is the Tarte Big Ego.
Brows are done diddles. I'm gonna go in with my highlights now. I only picked up a liquid highlight because I have so many like single powder highlights right now, and I'm gonna use Soda Fizz as my highlight, to be honest. But this is a highlight we could both share because it's deep gold. This is the Strobing Liquid Illuminating Highlighter, and like I said, deep gold. I kind of live for this packaging of them though, because it's like flat and super easy to store, versus some liquid highlighters are like, you want a tube? You got the tube. Foundation, probably only working really well because I have that deeper blush on. If I had a light pink blush, it probably would be
too much.
Very weird. But I like it. I knew I would like it. I buy things I know I'll probably. Chip's like, I'm gonna take a chance. Like,
yeah.
What's that? So I'm just gonna dip into Soda Fizz. It's like this flaky metallic shade in here. I wouldn't really call it a shimmer. It's too shiny. Face is done. I'm gonna move on to my eyes. So I'm gonna prep with my Urban Decay Primer Potion and Original.
Okay, so I'm going in with the ColourPop Concealer in Dark 40.
Your skin looking flawless. God, I'm jealous.
Of what?
Skin.
Oh, it's the foundation. Don't let it fool you. It's the foundation.
Moving into eyes. I'm gonna put Cola Flow into the crease, and it will also go on the lower lash line when we get to that part. Oh shit, it's pigmented. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Root Beer very lightly. I'm essentially recreating the look I did when we did our 2-in-1 switch with the Jaclyn Hill. I guess when I have a deep brown, I'm like, oh, I need to do a halo eye. Patting that in with my Sephora Pro 14. The browns are very pigmented.
Yeah.
But they are mattes, as they should be. Can't really fuck up a matte. It has less product in it. I'm going to take my little Morphe E36 and just kind of blend those two together. It's just more of a precise brush.
Then I'm going to go in with the blush that I picked up from the line, which is their Fit Me blush, and I got the shade Berry. I haven't tried, this is the first Fit Me product.
I think I used to get, honestly, to use their foundation, the Fit Me foundation.
Ah.
Which I liked.
You like it? Okay.
I liked it at the time. But that was like 2015. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Cola Flow on my lower lash line, just get that taken care of. I'm gonna mix a little bit of root beer into my Cola Float, which sounds disgusting in real life, but on my eye it makes a little bit more sense. Just so it's not so orangey brown on my bottom lash line. I
like that blush. It's very pretty, and it actually works really well with the concealer being as bright as it is.
I feel like I always like a drugstore blush.
Yeah.
Like I have yet to try a drugstore, well, yeah. I have yet to try one that I'm like,
a blush, yeah.
Yes.
that didn't work.
I was thinking about the e.l.f. one for a second. I was like, oh no, that was the highlight I didn't like. The blushes in that face palette were disgusting though. Don't use them.
Okay, I'm just setting my whole face with the Morphe setting powder in Filter 13.
I'm gonna go in with Grape Pop, which is the most vibrant purple in the palette, and place that on the lid using the same Sephora Pro brush.
Okay, now I just need to highlight. Going in with what Delaney picked up, that Strobing liquid highlighter. And
I know you like a natural gold look.
yes, I'd so.
The last shade that I'm using, going back in with Soda Fizz. That one's taking some damage. I'm gonna just put that in the inner corner here just to brighten it up a little bit. I did get some fallout, looks like with Grape Pop, but you know, it's in the shimmer shade, so it doesn't shock me. It's definitely all a lot less than the Jaclyn Hill palette. Where are you spending your money, guys? Okay, so we're going to the only Maybelline product that I had prior to doing this video, and it was actually a sample size that we got when we went and bought, what was it, L'Oreal? They were giving out Maybelline.
Oh yeah.
This is the Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. It's a felt tip, and I actually really like how opaque it is. So we're just gonna do a little wingy ding ding ding.
What?
Don't make me repeat it.
I don't think they really heard you.
A wingy ding ding.
Okay, cool.
Ding. 5 seconds for y'all. 3 minutes for me. I'm gonna use the Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara. This is a very weird applicator, so it's like a banana. Very angry banana.
Okay, so I'm going in with a lip product, also from the line Maybelline, and this is their Superstay Matte Ink. Honestly, these looked stunning in store. I was just like, the one downside of buying in store is everyone wants to open everything. And I'm just not about that life. I'm not going to buy something that's opened. So this was just one of the shades that wasn't opened. So I bought it. And it's a red tone shade, and it is in Dancer. Ooh, okay, you got a nice doe foot applicator, and it has a like a dip in the center, so it picks up more product. Yeah.
The glory hole.
No. Oh.
Definitely not on par with this face look.
No. Okay, so
ooh,
we're gonna.
It's more orangey.
Yeah, we're gonna put it on so that you guys can see it, but I'm gonna change it.
It's a good shade for you, though, I think. I actually kind of like this applicator. I thought I wouldn't like it.
I mean, it's not awful.
I just can't let you go anymore because you pick weird colors to go together.
It's not awful. It's just not matching.
How does it feel?
Nice. Very, very soft.
I also got the same lip, so it's the Superstay Matte Ink. I really like the feel of the packaging. Mm-hmm. It gives me very, like, Ofra vibes now with the way that they've changed their packaging. Yeah. This is in the shade Believer or 40. This looks really, like...
It's really good to apply.
Wet.
A little sticky when it dries down. First layer, it's just sticky. I don't know if I like that.
So, this is the look.
Yes.
We'll do close-ups for you guys in a little bit. Let's talk about our pros and cons real quick.
So first up, I'll just go in order of application. So the brow pomade in dark brown. This was the darkest shade, and I'm not very pleased with it because it came off very ashy. It was like an ash brown. I think that would be a better description. Not to say the product was awful, like the actual pomade, very pigmented, glided on really smooth, blended out really well with the brush that they provided. The brush itself, the spoolie was really great, and the brush end was amazing, very chiseled. At first I was like, it's gonna be too soft, but it actually worked really well. Yeah, worked really well with the product. I think the description of the color should be ash brown and not deep brown, because I think that's just like a little deceiving for darker skin tones, because it's definitely giving me an ash.
I think if you had a lighter wig on, it would not look as light. It looks like your brows are at like 50% contrast, and they should just be a little bit.
Yeah. So
the first thing, the foundation, I actually don't mind it. It was much more liquidy than I thought it would be, but I think that the shade matched very well. I don't mind the way that it dried down. It's more of like, I would say on more of a velvet matte than just an actual matte, because I've had drier mattes foundations, but I don't hate it. I actually really kind of like it. So I'll probably use it from time to time, like when we do drugstores and I don't have another foundation that I'm trying.
So next I did my eyes. So we used the Soda Pop palette, and I was actually really impressed with it. So the root beer shade, the darkest brown in the palette, really pigmented, really blended out nicely. I think tonic, if I tried it without the Jeffree Star underneath, I would be able to see that champagne color, but I think just the white base canceled it out. So I topped it with cherry cola, and that was really nice. So I even like the combo of both came out to like a new shade that you can create.
I think it was a solid palette, to be honest. I really liked it. I love the Grape Pop shade. It's very like neon-y kind of. It has like a luminescence to it that gives it a little bit more of a soda pop. I think that the mattes performed super well. Definitely a palette I'll pick up again if I want to do this look or something with the shades that are in here. I like that the way that the palette is set up, you have your darker shades on the bottom and your lighter shades on the top. It's just more aesthetically pleasing that way versus you just have weird together. Weird things going on in there. But this piece of trash, no sir, no ma'am, no way, Miss Pam. Like it is just. So, like, you squeeze it and it feels kind of soft, but it is just so dense. Like, it feels like a beauty blender or a Morphe sponge that has been sitting for days and has shrunk so far down it's in its original form. This is trash.
Bye-bye.
No, ma'am. I liked the Master Fix setting powder. It definitely was white, but it definitely dried out as well. So that's the driest part of my face versus the other parts where it's just foundation. So I'll probably definitely use that when I'm just trying to set really quick and I don't want to pick up my Jeffree Star just because I want to savor it.
The next thing I used was the Fit Me blush in Berry. Again, very nice. I think it just worked really nice with my skin tone. I did do about 2 or 3 layers. The first layer was just really light. So, I mean, I like that. Buildable. Right. I like that your application is light and it's not just like red or purple cheek on first application. You can build it to what you want it to be.
So I used the Dream Bouncy blush. I really liked the application. I think it's funny that I used probably a darker blush than you did today.
Yeah.
But obviously it's very buildable. I liked the sheen to it. I think it made it less harsh on my skin tone, but I think on Chip it would look just as beautiful and add just as much luminosity to her cheeks. Then we both used the highlighter. I really like packaging like this, very sleek and thin, easy for storage because I have those little acrylic drawers. So, you know, as all of you know who have those, they're not very deep. So having to put like 5 of these in there, I'm like, it's done. As for the shade, I like it. It's definitely fitting what I thought it would be, but only on some occasions will I use this just because I'm not using like a normal gold highlight just in general. If I am using my Trophy Wife and it is like really yellow gold, so putting like a more muted gold underneath it would probably just take away from that. But I still like this. How'd you feel about it? Yeah,
it was a good one. I was trying to compare it to the e.l.f. jelly that we got in our last video.
Nothing will compare to that.
That was on point. Loved it. Pigmentation was a little like lackluster for me.
I wasn't as shiny as I thought.
Right. And I feel like on my skin tone, it's for gold not to have that oomph is like, what? Like it should be very pigmented. Yeah. It's an for me.
Strobing liquid. Deceptive.
Not strobe. Not strobe. Unless I like squeezed it on my cheek and then like did
you
this.
You should have done that underneath your foundation like you did your primer.
Maybe. No.
Just kidding. So the mascara, I really liked it. I didn't think I would like that applicator at first, but it was actually really great. So yeah.
It looked weird. It did.
It did look weird, but I think it definitely took care of what I needed to take care of. I'll probably, like I said, use it to build up my lashes before I put fake lashes on. And then I'll just touch on the liner real quick. This was something that I already owned, so I knew I would like it. But I think if you want something that's more comparable to price, like the Kat Von D, it's definitely probably same pricing or a little bit more expensive than the ColourPop for the full size liners. But it's a little bit flexible. It's a longer applicator, so if you like a longer felt tip, this is the one for you versus more of a marker tip that's shorter. So.
And the next, this is the last item. This was the SUPERSTAY Matte Ink in the shade Dancer. Delaney also got a shade in, what was yours in?
Believer.
Believer.
don't believe in it.
It's sticky as heck for a matte lipstick.
My lips are like unwinding from each other as I smack them.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like sticky. Like, I feel like if it's matte, it should dry down to like a nice powdery finish, and then you shouldn't feel it at all. Like, I love matte liquid lipsticks that I put on and then I forget that I have a lipstick on. Like,
my lips feel like Velcro right now.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the Velcro sound as they're ripping apart.
I
think that the reason why this is such a weird matte for us is because it's a matte ink, and I think that that's a little bit indicator of the difference of a formula. It's definitely hitting on like the Liquid Catsuit High Shines for me. Would you say it's sticky? It's stickier.
Yeah, this is stickier.
Yeah, because you go in expecting those to kind of dry down, but these, like, I thought I was getting a totally different product. So I think it's a little deceptive to say that it's a matte. I definitely don't think that it's a shine. Yeah. It's just really sticky for a matte. I don't have any other mattes like this that are this sticky. So I still kind of like it. This shade would probably not be the one I pick up. I felt like I really had to blend out so there wasn't like weird streaks of darker tones on my lips. So maybe not this color, maybe more of a nude, so where you don't really would see those streaks.
Maybe just say liquid lipstick. Leave it at that. All right, so yeah, we're gonna do close-ups, and you'll get a nice zoomed in of our project drugstore Maybelline. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and please leave us a question down below for our Q&A that we would love to do for you guys, and we'll be live, so that would be so much fun. And check out all of our social medias using the same name, Sugar and Spice _ makeup, and check out our Instagram because we do a lot of looks throughout the week, and we just share with you guys what we love and do.
We'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye!